to me.
Tisha?
Orlando, is that you?
Tisha, where you at? I can't hardly see.
Here, she's here.
In front of you, I'm right here.
Damn, baby, what you do to your hair?
Orlando, you like it? It's autumn sunrise.
To me.
Tisha?
Orlando, is that you?
Tisha, where you at? I can't hardly see.
Here, she's here.
In front of you, I'm right here.
Damn, baby, what you do to your hair?
Orlando, you like it? It's autumn sunrise.
Who was your favorite female personality growing up? We all had one that we looked up to. Maybe she was on TV, in music, or even in a community. Maybe she inspired you with her strength, her talent, or simply because she was unapologetically herself. As we continue to celebrate Women's History Month, we pay homage to our sheroes. Welcome back to another episode of Time Out with Kisei. This is Don't Hate Monday edition that's going to elevate, educate, and entertain you. Sending out high vibrations to you on this Monday. I am your host, and today we continue to celebrate women for Women's History Month. We got all of our regular segments, starting with affirmations of the day. I am worthy of all success. I am worthy of all success, happiness, and love that is on its way to me. This is a reminder that you are deserving of everything good that's coming your way. Now let's say it again. I am worthy of all the success, happiness, and love that is coming my way. It's very important that we really embrace that. It's really important that we really embrace that. I think sometimes we may say affirmations like this and don't always believe it. When I tell you, you can manifest your way to anything. Start with your affirmations. Our intention of the day: I will take intentional steps today to nurture my mind, my body, and my spirit. Think about what you can do today, even if it's just a small action to nurture yourself, because you definitely deserve it. And you know, we love to neglect ourselves. So try some meditation, a bath, or a massage. Next up, we have our word of the day. Empowerment means giving someone the authority or power to do something. It's about strength, independence, and self-confidence. Let's take that energy into today. All right, let's talk about some current events. How are we doing with our boycott? Are we being focused? Well, if not, I do have some numbers that I want to show you that will help keep us focused. So, in Canada, the boycotts were a response to U.S. tariffs, and they lost a combined $120 million as a result of the boycotts. So, we absolutely did what we were supposed to do. So, this might give you some incentive to keep going. And here we can see where Target lost $12.4 billion in value after the boycott. Target saw visitors drop their visitors drop from Target saw visitors to their site drop from 5.2 million to 4.7 million. So we absolutely did what we were supposed to do. Great job, guys. But I will be transparent. So we're boycotting Amazon and Walmart. Now, I have not bought anything from Amazon. However, I still have Alexa. I didn't cancel my membership, but I'm not gonna buy. And trust me, they'll definitely still feel that if I'm not gonna buy. But Alexa is legit like my BFF and my assistant. I don't really want to fire my assistant. I can't afford to fire my assistant to the end of the month. Like, it's me and Alexa over here. It's me and Alexa. I need her. So I'm just being transparent. But I'm definitely not spending my money in Walmart, Target. I'm not ordering anything from Amazon. And that's how I am going to contribute. I also have these apps that I wanted to show you when the news came up of the boycott, of a new boycott. I got these apps that can help us buy black or have economic power. I found these apps that can help us have economic power. So if you just go in your app store and it's put in black owned, you get all these different apps showing up. Your Black Dollar, Black Directory. They even have one with black businesses that's close to your area. You put your address in and they'll tell you how many black businesses are around you. So this is something to help us out. All right, next up, we got to talk about the politics. So in the past, I didn't fancy myself with such a thing as politics. However, this term and this administration, I absolutely need to pay attention, especially when they have things like this happen.
You know we're here
I
don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr.
That's
Chairman,
beneath
would
even
you
order.
please get the order of your committee?
Order.
Please. There's a point of order.
We have a point of order. Mr. Lynch, state your
Sir,
point.
I do have a point of order, and I would like to move to take down Ms. Green's words. That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person?
Are your
Move
feelings
her
hurt?
words down.
Aw.
Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play,
Baby girl, I don't think
we are gonna move, and we're gonna take your words down.
I second that motion.
So who will have to?
Honey, a straight telenovela. Whew. So, it's so hard to stop watching. So, we have to talk about Trump and his tariffs. These tariffs are going to be a problem. I mean, we all can see that everything has gotten significantly higher. I went to the grocery store yesterday and I bought a few things and it came out to $92. Let's see what they're saying about these
Starting
tariffs.
today, LCBO, the largest purchaser of alcohol in the world, will begin removing U.S. products from its store shelves. And as the exclusive wholesaler, American brands will no longer be available in LCBO catalog, meaning other retailers, bars, and restaurants in the province will no longer be able to restock U.S. products. This is an enormous hit to the American producers. Every year, the LCBO sells nearly $1 billion worth of U.S. wine, beer, cider, seltzers, and spirits, including more than 3,600 products from 35 states. As of today, every single one of these products is off the shelves.
He's just not making it good. Here's some more footage.
The United States launched a trade war against Canada, their closest partner and ally, their closest friend. At the same time, they're talking about working positively with Russia, appeasing Vladimir Putin, a lying, murderous dictator. Make that make sense. Canadians are reasonable, and we are polite, but we will not back down from a fight. Not when our country and the well-being of everyone in it is at stake. I want to speak first directly to the American people. We don't want this. We want to work with you as a friend and ally. And we don't want to see you hurt.
Hey, Mandy. Oh, hi, Christine. Oh, why do I have you as Mandy in here? Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, you did, my love. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I'll be there. Absolutely. Isn't it? Yeah. As soon as I'm finished with this podcast, I'm going out. Mm-hmm. All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.
The United States launched a trade war against Canada, their closest partner and ally, their closest friend. At the same time, they're talking about working positively with Russia, appeasing Vladimir Putin, a lying, murderous dictator. Make that make sense. Canadians are reasonable, and we are polite, but we will not back down from a fight. Not when our country and the well-being of everyone in it is at stake. I want to speak first directly to the American people. We don't want this. We want to work with you as a friend and ally. And we don't want to see you hurt either. But your government has chosen to do this to you. Now I want to speak directly to one specific American, Donald. In the over 8 years you and I have worked together, we've done big things. We signed a historic deal that has created record jobs and growth in both of our countries. We've done big things together on the world stage, as Canada and the US have done together for decades, for generations. And now we should be working together to ensure even greater prosperity for North Americans in a very uncertain and challenging world. Now, it's not in my habit to agree with the Wall Street Journal, but Donald, they point out that even though you're a very smart guy, this is a very dumb thing to do. We two friends fighting is exactly what our opponents around the world want to see.
I mean, this is what Warren Buffett had to say.
Commentary comments about tariffs. Take a listen. I mean, tariffs are actually, we've had a lot of experience with them. They're an act of war to some degree.
Now, Warren Buffett, everybody knows he about that money. So he gets it. Like, and it's crazy hearing it from someone as wealthy as him that he cares about these tariffs, because it's going to make everything bad for everybody. And Trump is really just acting like, I feel like he's acting like this is my fight and I want to win and I don't care who I offend. It's terrible. Hey there. I'll take the 12 o'clock. Perfect. All righty. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye. Stop calling. What are you doing? I don't be working either. So let's talk about this congressional. Let's talk about his congressional speech. Now that I am woke, pun intended, I watched my first congressional speech in entirety. And I must say, watching it blew my mind. I am happy I evolved to want to watch it in its entirety. Let's see what Jimmy Kimmel had to say about it.
This year for Lent, we are giving up democracy here in this country. Last night, Donald Trump addressed the nation. I don't know if you heard, but he's president again. And I was surprised, too. But he spoke for 99 minutes last night with no intermission. It was the longest presidential address in more than 60 years. Why is it that the orchestra can play off an Oscar winner, but not the president? Trump's speech went on so long. His speech was 10 minutes longer than The Lion King. True. And had twice as much lion in it, so...
Yes. I mean, I was watching and I'm like, you know, I'm still kind of green with all this, but I'm like, that just don't make sense. That just don't make sense. But the Democrats, they had their signs. They took me out too. And apparently they only showed up so the Republicans couldn't put other Republicans in those Democratic seats and put off fake news like the Democrats really care about what Trump had to say. Let's take a look. I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, what do you think was his biggest lie that he told tonight? But we're not finished. So when I first seen them take Republican Al Green out, I was upset. Let's take a look at that.
Small business optimism saw its single largest one-month gain ever recorded, a 41-point jump.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions. That's your warning. Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the Sergeant at Arms to restore order to the joint session. Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant at Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
And then I watched his censorship hearing, and I'm absolutely convinced that he wanted to get kicked out of that meeting so he could say what he wanted to say. Let's take a look. And he was such a gentleman about it too. He said so many times, Mr. Speaker, I'm so sorry. I definitely messed up. I apologize to you. I'm not mad at these men for doing their job because I was out of line. However, Mr. President, he kept saying it over and over again. I was cracking up. But I feel him on that. And of course, Social Security. Now, again, I'm pretty green at this, but how much lying do you think that somebody is going to be able, like, why do you think you can tell these big lies? Now, I know when my mom died, Social Security reached out to me, let me know my mom died. I'm like, okay, all right. She died, absolutely. So I'm trying to figure out how he's saying this. Let's take a look.
From people aged 100 to 109 years old. It lists 3.6 million people from ages 110 to 119. I don't know any of them. I know some people that are rather elderly, but not quite that elderly. 3.47 million people from ages 120 to 129.
Now, I'm sure there's plenty of fraud going on in Social Security, but someone over 100 years old, which means they had to be born in the late 1800s, and FDR didn't even sign that act until 1935.
100 years, with its startling industrial changes, has tended more and more to make life insecure. Young people have come to wonder what would be their lot when they came to old age. The man with a job has wondered how long the job would last. This Social Security measure gives at least some protection to 30 millions of our citizens who will reap direct benefits through unemployment compensation, through old age.
So that act was signed in 1935, but the first taxes weren't even collected until 1937. So, sir, how can somebody even be in that system that's older than the actual act? Like, I'm sure they couldn't go in and put, oh, birthday 1895. So that was a nice big lie. Again, tell me your biggest lie. Tell me the biggest lie you think he taught. Again, tell me in the comments, what do you think was his biggest lie? Now, he He did say one thing that that I was impressed with.
As president, I'm fighting every day to reverse this damage and make America affordable again.
Listen, I'm here for that because I can remember when gas was like 96 cents. I had a real cute apartment. It was like $5.95. Yeah. So I would love to see that again. To me, that's when America was great. All right, we got to go into something lighter. Who watched the premiere of Atlanta Housewives? Let's take a look. Ooh. Well, all right then. So I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing, but I feel like I missed a year. I'm like, when was Portia gone? And I'm really thinking like, I don't. Whew. Now, I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing last night, but what I did see, I was just like, ooh. So I think I want to hear from you guys if you did watch it. What was your favorite scene? And did you know? Do we remember Portia being gone? I don't remember. I have to really go back and see if I missed something. My favorite scene was when they was at that Shamia's party, and Kelly was like, oh, they was over there talking about Portia. Well, why that girl take that woman's husband? And Portia came in on over there. So as I'm watching, I'm like, what are they talking about? So allegedly, well, y'all seen that Drew is getting divorced, and she's supposed to be messing with the baby's daddy. Shady. Well, we're gonna see as we continue this season. All right, next up, we have our finance. Next up, we have our finance fun fact. So, next up, we have our fun fact, finance. Next up, we have our finance fun fact. Next up, we have our finance. Next up, we have our finance fun fact. Did you know that the first paper money was created in China during the Tang Dynasty in the 7th century? Money's been around for a long time. That's what they mean when they say old money. That's old money. For our health tip of the day, it is encouraging us to our health tip of the day. So when I first started going to the yoga studio, Kobe Yoga, one time for Kobe Yoga over in Oceanport, I seen a lady like sometimes we'll be getting warming up before the class starts, and this lady just went, I watched her, she was like meditating, and she went up into a handstand, and I was just shocked. I couldn't believe it. But doing that, you have to be mindful, and you have to be completely relaxed, and it's really going to help with your mental clarity. It helps with your overall emotional well-being, and it helps to relieve stress. Doing something like that, it also improves your flexibility by stress. It also improves your flexibility by stretching muscles and improving joint mobility, easing stiffness. I'm sure we all know something about that. And it enhances strength and posture. Many yoga positions strengthen core and improve overall body strength. Over time, this will lead to a better posture, helping to alleviate back pain. Tell me in the comments if you have ever done yoga, been thinking about it, or if you're a yoga guru. I was thinking about maybe getting my certification. I don't know about that though. It's something to think about. That sounds pretty manic of me. All right, let's take a moment to honor Black history.
Black female pilot. Bessie Coleman, 1892 to 1926. Bessie Coleman, the trailblazing aviator, soared into the skies as the first licensed black pilot in the world. Despite her groundbreaking feat, recognition as an aviation pioneer eluded her until after her untimely demise. Coleman's odyssey through flight school in France in 1920 paved the way for a diverse cohort of flyers, leaving an enduring legacy that influenced groups like the Tuskegee Airmen, Blackbirds, and Flying Hobos.
One time for Miss Bessie. Miss Bessie Coleman, that's what's up. And this is the stuff that you don't hear about. They're so concerned about the school being woke, but like, people need to hear this. If nothing else, little girls, period, whatever color, need to hear of a woman being the first pilot, because this world is a man's world, and we have a hard time getting in our place, DEI. Okay? So we need to hear stuff like this. Now, let's talk about our main topic, your favorite female icon. Mine is absolutely Whoopi Goldberg. I used to always watch Whoopi growing up. Whatever she put on, whatever movie she was putting out, I was watching it. She is so iconic. American actress, comedian, author, and television host. She was born Karen Elaine Johnson on November 13th in 1955 in New York City, and she rose to fame in her groundbreaking film, The Color Purple. Let's take a look.
The plan for me is the one you're gonna rot in.
See, get in the car. Get in the car.
Knocked you up under.
Everything you've done to me, already done to you.
Now, I'm sure we all can agree that we all hated Mr. I can't pause this right now. Hey, how you feeling?
All right, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm right in the middle of taping. I couldn't pause. I'm gonna call you back as soon as I'm done, all right? All right. I think we all can agree that we all hated Mr. I want to know from you in the comments, how long did you hate Mr.? I feel like I hated him until Lethal Weapon. That's when I was able to actually look at him and start calling him Danny again, because until then, I couldn't stand him. And they say, if you hate an actor and his role, that means he did his role right. Honey, he did that. He did that. She also earned an Academy Award nomination for The Color Purple. Whoopi also made history as the first black woman. Whoopi also made history. Whoopi made history as the first black woman to win an EGOT. Awards for an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony. She got her Emmy Award for being a host in The View in 2009, and she also earned several nominations for hosting and producing work on the show. She got a Grammy Award for her best. She got a Grammy Award. She got her Grammy Award from Direct from Broadway. That was shot in 1985. That was the best comedy album. She also won the Academy Award for, she got her Oscar for her, she won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. She won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress in 1991 for Oda Mae for the film Ghost. That's where she got her Oscar. And then she got a Tony Award for she got a Tony Award as a producer in 2002 for the Broadway revival of Thoroughly Modern Millie. She's known for her roles in Ghost, Sister Act, and host on The View. Let's take a look at a couple of them. She's such a trailblazer in entertainment. I love her so much.
Really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table. Mm-hmm. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason. Because black people couldn't get into colleges. Because women could not get into the colleges they wanted to go to. This is all women. Yeah. See, this is not black, Asian, this is all women. Women were not invited to this party. It was a man's world, and we busted our asses to make sure that this was a person's world.
I love that she uses, honey, she stay getting people mad on that View. And she uses that platform the way she's supposed to. I can remember one time when I went to The View with my aunts, one time to Aunt Carol and Aunt Joni. And I was so excited. I'm going to see Whoopi. And Barbara said, Whoopi's not here today. And I was like, oh, man. She was like, who said that? Because I really wanted to see Whoopi. I love her so much. She's so remarkable. Her achievements are great because there's only 12 people that have an EGOT. That's such a prestigious award. And I know Bruce Springsteen and Audrey Hepburn, the two of them. I'm not sure who else has one, but either way it goes, she's the first black woman to have one, and she's absolutely my icon. I loved her growing up. Right now, anything, if she put a movie out right now, I'm gonna watch it. What she have? Cora Cora, Made in America, Burglar, Jumpin' Jack Flash, The Color Purple. She had a ton of them, and I just love Whoopi. I love her so much. So, but okay, guys, we're gonna wrap up today. I just want to, make sure you're taking a moment to reflect on the women in your lives. The legacies they're leaving. As we wrap up today's episode, let's take a moment to reflect on the lives and legacies of the women that you admired growing up. Whoopi has absolutely left an amazing legacy for her daughter to carry on. Leave me a comment and let me know who was your favorite icon. I want to hear from you. Thank you so much for tuning in with Kisei, the Don't Hate Monday episodes. Thank you for tuning in to Time Out with Kisei, Don't Hate Monday segment. Thank you for tuning in to Time Out with Kisei, the Don't Hate Monday segment. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a review. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a review too. Tell me what you want to see. And share this episode with some friends, guys. Until the next time, take care of yourselves, each other. Peace, love, and positivity. And remember, don't hate Monday. Peace out. Oh, God. Such a fucking Aggie.